Welcome once again, and you're joining us live from the Micro Mini Lightning Newscast news desk on this date, 2019, that you're listening to this. And as always, I'm joined at the news desk by my friend and fellow news anchor.
This is Eric.
And Eric, today there are many stories to talk about. In this vast, great world that we live in, there are many news-type things happening around us, but truly, we're the only ones that report on the things that people need to know. And today, my friend, you know nothing. Because today, I am going to tell you the news stories, and you are going to have to tell me. We're kind of expanding the game at the end.
Okay.
We're expanding it into the entire thing because you're going to have to tell me what you think all this craziness is about. And I'm going to actually tell you this time if you're right or wrong.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Well, thankfully, headlines nowadays pretty much give everything away. It's like a trailer for movies that give away everything.
Okay.
So, all right, my friend, here we go. And we're going to start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Eric, here's our first story. It says that robots are breaking out of their cages on the factory floor. And here's what they are doing
Okay.
when they are breaking out. Eric, what do you think they're doing when they're breaking out?
So robots are in cages on the factory floor. Are they being built or are they working?
Do
you not know?
They are working.
Okay, so if you're working, you
Can I really quickly before you keep going? It says collaborative robots or cobots have been working with humans on the factory floor for years. I just want to point out that cobots sounds like GoBots.
GoBots.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
All right, we have these cobots, and they just need to get away. They're collaborative working with humans or with each other?
They're working with humans on the factory floor to assemble these things.
So they're lit sometimes, and they're just like, they've had enough. So they're going to go get some hydraulic fluid out of the vending machine or whatever.
Okay.
And to relax, power down. Johnny Five, this lightning strikes robots and they become sentient, as that's how things work. And as we all know, they take on the personality of those who created them.
Okay.
And like the things that they liked. And so each robot takes on the personality of those who built it, because there's multiple.
Okay.
And they have multiple personalities, and who knows what they're doing.
Okay. Sci-fi, if you just heard that, you got gold here.
Gold.
And you better give us credit and talk to me. I am Eric's I'm your agent.
Okay.
And you're going to write these things. No, my friend, there is a new product. So these cobots
I love that. Cobots
have traditionally been bolted to the floor in cages so that they just don't wander off. But a new company called VO is putting out there a new movable cobot.
Okay.
It uses, and get this, my friend, I guess they have found a use for all of those old Xbox Kinects. It's using the depth camera from the Xbox Kinect to help it determine where it needs to go and if it's there yet and that sort of thing. So that's what this article is about this new product. It says by 2025, cobots will likely account for almost 35% of all industrial robots and exceed a market value of $9 billion, according to Loop Ventures, a venture capital firm that focuses on frontier tech. So this is an up-and-coming robot that will be manufacturing your things.
So, I mean, why do they
take that, China?
Why do they need to move around?
Well, because it will enable like one robot. It'll save money in the fact that you don't have to have many different robots bolted down.
Oh, so it can like
It can move around and do multiple jobs.
okay, so it's a little more like modularized,
Right.
So it could, yeah, okay, that's interesting. Well, that makes me think of Tom Scott recently had a video. It was about cobots that move hundreds of tons of what are those called? Shipping containers
Okay.
in a New Zealand port. So and they drive and they stack them and they stack them real close and they can do all this special stuff because the slowest part of unloading them was getting them organized and sorted.
Okay. Interesting.
And, yeah, so there's some cobots there, and they're like they're cars that like they just go along and they have like a bunch of sensors determine where they are within to like a little bit. Yeah, and they had to work around humans too, and that was kind of they were worried about it and how to fix that and stuff. That's really interesting though.
Yeah. So, my friend, there's also another kind of cobot.
Yeah, there's some cobots that have come out.
There's another type of cobot out there, but this is a K cobot. Killer robots who look human will change appearance to conceal their crimes. Eric, tell me what this little article is about.
Yeah, the let's see, Terminator 2.
Oh, the documentary.
The documentary.
Yes.
I mean, it's got to start somewhere. We've talked about people who see the future, people who have seen deep into our trajectory and have pulled back, sometimes going insane. Stories of the future, and that's where that documentary comes from.
Would you say iRobot is what you're talking about? The Will Smith classic?
Will Smith iRobot. I guess I could see that, but they didn't really change. They all look the same anyway.
Yes, but that's why he didn't know which one had done it.
Yeah, that's true. Didn't know. But then we have the what's the one in Terminator 2 called? The
T-1000.
That's T-1000?
Yeah, I think I think that because Arnold Schwarzenegger is the T-800.
Oh, okay.
I believe so.
I mean, I don't want to.
I was right.
You are right.
I am somewhat happy and saddened at the same time that I was correct about that. My useless knowledge of nerd facts works out.
T-1000, yeah.
But, my friend, no, you're very close. There is a gentleman saying that robots could be used as assassins by government spies and that sort of thing. And it's dangerous because they can very easily change their appearance. Mm-hmm. You know, just put on a different face, change hair, and nobody would ever know. They can be sent. He's warning that they could be sent by other governments or assassins or used to do for criminal things.
Why does it care if it gets caught? It's a robot.
Oh, but it's not so much that. It's that the robot would have information that they could link back. Trust me, I've watched enough sci-fi to know they could
hack the robot.
They would hack the robot, trace it back to whoever it is.
Yeah, like they do, yeah. They would enhance, magnify and enhance.
He's warning that it would really stump the police world and that sort of thing. Here's the thing, though. Why couldn't the police just hire robots?
Yeah.
Robots fight fire with fire here. Robots policing robots.
That sounds separate but equal.
You know what you call that? Decepticons, but Autobots.
Yeah, that is Decepticons.
We call the good ones Autobots. We call the bad ones Decepticons because they are deceiving and they're changing their viewpoint or their looks.
Did the GoBots have an enemy too, called like the Stop Bots or the?
I don't know, but we will come back to that here in a second. Eric, there's another thing you must be aware of.
I hope it's about cobots.
No, it's not.
Oh.
According to an Oxford lecturer, a highly sought after school, loved, he says aliens are already here and breeding with us, according to him. Why does he believe that, Eric? Tell us.
He met my ex-wife.
Oh,
No.
microphone drop.
I'm just kidding. I shouldn't say
According
that.
to this article, no, he has not.
Oh no, he has met them and bred with them, just like the guy that like made love to ghosts and the lady that married a ghost.
I like where you're going with this. Maybe he knows because he is one.
Maybe
He warns. So he got asked. He said, asking how aliens would combat climate change sounds like a fitting left field question for an Oxford admissions interview. Anyway, this whole thing, he said they are interbreeding with humans to create a new hybrid species that will save the planet from annihilation by climate change, according to Young Hae Chi, an instructor in Korean at Oxford's Oriental Institute. These hybrids may already be walking unobserved among us, he said in a lecture several years ago. He has now written a book on the subject. So he is saying, Eric,
okay,
that there are these aliens out here that cared so much about us and our death by climate change that they were willing to lower themselves to mate with us and help us.
sounds almost biblical.
Almost, but not.
Yeah,
I mean, they're obviously a higher species.
apparently.
That came here to help us out. And those people, those hybrids, may be among us. Wrap your mind around that there, chairites.
Does he chairites? Oh wow.
And that's all we've got time for. As always, we put 10 minutes on the clock to bring you news that you can use.
All right, I brought this up earlier. So GoBots were divided into two crews, the Guardians and the Renegades. Early on, just referenced as the friendlies and the enemies. So I'll let you guess which one's the enemy and which one is the friendly there.
All right, that's your question. Which ones are friendly? Which ones are enemies? You decide. All right, Eric, why don't you tell them where they can decide to find us?
You can find us all over the interwebs. You can find us first and foremost, probably on Facebook, but we also have our own website. It is puckpodcast.website. I kind of forgot it. pucpodcast.website. Why website? Aliens told us. You can also find us on Twitter at Pull Up a Chair Pod. You can tweet at us there, and Facebook and YouTube. Just search for Pull Up a Chair Podcast, and you will find us.
All right, don't you forget it where you can find us. Eric may have forgotten, and I may have forgotten, but don't you forget. And don't you forget, aliens are out there, and robots are scary. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.